All right, guys, welcome to the live stream. We're going to be seeing how many people come into this thing, but it's 7 p.m., a little after 7 right now. But anyway, I wanted to try out this live stream, and if I'm not looking into the right camera, I apologize. It's up there in the screen, and anyway, so hey, King Ramala, how's it going? But all right, so we're here in the shop, and like I was saying, we're trying to do a live stream, and man, these LEDs are super glary. Apologize for that, but so Quet's back behind us. Lexus is here, and so is the SS. So that's kind of what's all in the shop, and I hope you guys are doing all right with the issue that's going on nationally. I just saw another video today where I believe it was RPM Motorsports. They were commenting on if you say, the name of the issue, and they demonetize. Just find your channel. Where should I look for engine mods? With it being an LS car, it depends what you want to do. Do you want to do cam? Do you want to do heads? Do you want to do intake? Do you want to do blower? It's kind of specific of what you want to do. With my car, I ended up just going with a set of GM Performance LS3 heads. They're CNC ported. The one thing I did do was with the particular heads that I got, they're actually off the L92. I did end up swapping all over I think it's the intake valves. The exhaust valves are the same as the LS3 L92, but I believe the intake valves are heavier on the truck, but they're lighter on the LS3. So I bought a set of Corvette LS3 intake valves and swapped those in before we put those heads on. And I did that like 6 years ago. But for engine mods, Texas Speed, there's so many cam manufacturers. I mean, there's only like Comp Cams, Commotion's the other one. Pretty much everyone has their own grind. So if you find a local tuner, that's kind of who I would go with. I mean, yes, you can go like the Texas Speed route, use one of their cams. You can go RPM, buy one of their cams. Pretty much any shop should be able to sell you a cam, and I can't say one cam is better than the other. It just I think it kind of depends on who's going to tune your car. If you're taking it to Texas Speed or whatever, go with their cam. Or if you want, an RPM cam, whatever. I mean, I don't have any affiliation with any of these guys. They're just kind of going on, of numbers that we've seen, and go from there. So there were two people in here. Let's see. Okay. What else? Engine mods. Yeah. So Ramala, what kind of you said you have an 05 LS2. What kind of engine mods do you want to do? If you're planning on going supercharger route, go ahead and buy a blower cam. Headers, pretty much 2 or 3 companies. I have a really good connection with Cooks. Not really good connection, but that's just who I have on the Corvette, and I also have them on the SS behind me. I just have their inch and 7/8 headers on both cars. If you're going for all out, like big cubes or a whole lot of boost, you might want to go with the 2-inch, but I just ended up with Cooks because they're a local company. I'm in the Charlotte area, and they're up in Statesville, so they're like 45-minute drive for me. So I bought it at a car show, and I picked them up from their facility, not that long after. The Cooks fit with no issue on the Corvette and the SS. Now, when the SS first came out, like 6 years ago, the headers didn't fit properly. But Cooks fixed that issue. They haven't had a problem since. There's also Stainless Works. There's also ARH. Those will be your 3 stainless manufacturers: Cooks, ARH, Stainless Works. I saw you have VRAM intake. I actually had one of those up until I put the supercharger on the car. The VRAM does really well. I did uh, that VRAM and a set of LS7 exhaust manifolds. I did like 375 wheel on this car, back when it was like bone stock. That was untuned. And what's a good tuner for the LS2? Uh, Hey Ramala, are you near a tuner, like a local shop that would actually tune your car? I would highly recommend just calling up a local tuner if you have one, and they most likely will use HP tuners. In the LS world, there's not, yes, there's handhelds, but stay away from Livernois, sorry you ever say that. Stay away from them because they lock. You're in Pittsburgh. Okay. Yeah, there should definitely be an LS guy in Pittsburgh or Eastern Ohio. I'm just trying to think. Um, Pittsburgh. You're not horribly far away from RPM in Delaware. I mean, it's a drive, but you know, if you're just doing bolt on, I'd almost not go to their shop, just due to the fact that it might be not worth the extra cost. If that makes sense. Find a local guy, ask them for a cam. Station in DC. Okay. Yeah, if you can work it out, call RPM. I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't have any affiliation with them, but they just seem to be, they know their stuff. I think that's a good way to say it. But Veram, yeah, like I was saying, so 375 wheel on with this car with a set of LS7 manifolds, later with a set of headers and an LS9 cam. The car put down 450. The tire, that's with the 6-speed manual. I don't know what transmission you have, so. But yeah, tell me more about your car, and I might be able to help you out. This is heavy. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah, the chat was disappearing, so I was like trying to see it, and then it just went away. It just went away again. Drag tire. Are you talking about the 15-inch conversion? I have not. The tracks aren't open. I put those on a couple months ago, and it was still cold here, and I never got to the drag strip before this global issue shut everything down. So, oh, the Jags, yeah. So the Jags, they fit. The fronts fit without issue. I have the Z06 brakes on my car. I don't know what brakes you have on your car. So, but yeah, so the Jags fit the front without issue. The part numbers and links are in all those videos. The backs, the backs actually have an issue because I have the Veta stock. Okay, so if you've got the base brakes and not the Z51, the Jags may fit. I can't guarantee that just due to the fact I don't have the base brakes. I have Z06 brakes in the back, and then I swapped over to the Carlisle. Yeah, it's Carlisle. Yeah, Carlisle with it's basically a Willwood 4-piston caliper. And actually, let me show you something. So if you can see right there, all effing boost and max sucks. Thanks, Mike. But Ramal, if you see right there, I actually took the calipers off. And the Carlisle's hit, and I bought a spacer. I just haven't gotten back to that. If you have the base brakes and not the Z51 brakes, I believe they fit without issue. It's just the the Willwoods, they're just super thick because it's a 4-piston caliper. It's not the single piston rear. They should fit without issue, the 15x10 on your car. The only issue that I'm kind of concerned is if you have a narrow body. Just look on Corvette Forum or Google Jags 10 Jags 15x10 C6 Corvette, and that might give you some base model pictures. Actually, now that I think about it, those will fit a base model. I have pictures of it. I wish I could kind of send it to you, but I'd have to look it up. But the JX 15x10 will fit your base model, but I don't know if you have a Z51 car. Do you happen to know that? That would be the question. Basically, are your brakes solid or do they have vented holes? If you have vented holes in the rotor, you have a Z51 package and the wheels won't fit. You'll have to swap rear brake brackets. And I think they're not that expensive. I think they're $50 a piece. Solid brakes. Hey, Ramal, then you should be great. You should be good to go. The 15x10s will bolt right on. They should clear your rear calipers. But like I said, I did that stupid Carlisle kit, and it doesn't fit. So, but yeah, all right. Oops, wrong camera. Sorry. King Ramal on Instagram. I'll check that out. I don't think I can do another app while I have because I'm on my cell phone. I don't think I don't think I can go to another application. I'll show you that. Let's go over there. So the spoiler, that is from Innovative Auto Creations. I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry for the video being jumpy. I'm trying to. So this is from Innovative Auto Creations. Innovative like the word, then auto, A-U-T-O Creations. All right, and I just stepped on the cord, but yeah, so that's the spoiler. It's like a C7 style, but it's got, how do I say this? It's C7 style, but this is actually custom made for the C6 so that it fits properly. So I hope that helps. So Innovative Auto Creations. The link should be in that video. If not, they're on Facebook, Instagram, all the popular stuff. All right. I know I just missed something on the chat. Turboing my boat. Mike, is that an actual boat or is that your G8? Because a turbo boat would be kind of cool. Ah, the G8. Nice. Kind of wish I still had mine, to be honest, Mike. I like the SS, but you know, the exterior is just so bland. Let me switch cameras. The exterior is just so bland. You know, that's my biggest problem with the SS is that it just, like I said, it's just seriously bland. So, but what year is the G8? Is that an 08 or 09? Yeah, it's bland, like I said. 09? Okay. Well, that should be a fun car. You've got depending if it's that 09.5, you can do that Bluetooth upgrade. I had a G8 for 5, almost 6 years before I traded in on my SS, and I was about to do that Caprice PPV radio, but like the whole navigation system, it was gonna be like, I think the price of it at the time was like $2,000 for a GM head unit, and I don't think the navigation ever worked. Oh, it's a first half. Okay, so yeah, I had a 2008. I didn't have Bluetooth. The Plunkett or however it's pronounced, that radio sucked, and that Caprice radio, like I said, was going to be like $3,000. I'm like, yeah, no. So that's kind of one of the reasons I got rid of the car. I mean, I think the ultimate Holden would be a 14 to newer Caprice PPV with the SS interior and swap the front clip to a G8. Because I hate the Caprice front end. Just, yeah, nothing fits. And if you guys have watched today's RPM video, they did a PPV with a Texas Speed motor and a 20. I think it was a TVS 2300, like the actual Maggie blower, and none of their big intakes fit because that Caprice hood came down. Nice. All right. I don't think I missed anything. 7875, is that a Garrett turbo? I don't know nothing about turbos. The only thing I know is like the Borg Warner that I have on the Duramax. I think it's a Borg Warner. Yeah, I don't even know. Wuhan Harley boy. Yeah, that whole the Nagasaki noisy makers. The there's so many memes about that last year, end of last year. The Shanghai Spoolin' Boy. There's a few other ones there, but yeah, turbos are cool. If I wasn't into the supercharged LS stuff, I'd probably have a turbo right now. But with John Kaza is doing Teriyaki Tornadoes, yeah, that one too. John Kaza, I'm sure you've seen his setup. He's got, I think it's just a big single. It's kind of right up front behind the headlight. It's a pretty sick setup. The only thing I don't like about turbos is just that no link for a spoiler. Hey Ramala, I will. You can type. No, I can't. Send me a message on Instagram. This would be the best way. Yeah, Ramala, send me a message on Instagram, and I'll link it to their website. You know, it won't take too long. But yeah, I was talking about those G8 and SS turbo kits. Real cool stuff, but like, it's just so much more fabrication. It's not a bolt on and go like an LSA, LS9 is. It just, you know. All right, thank you. But yeah, it's cool that people are stateside focusing on turbo stuff because I've been around these cars for. So I bought my G8 in 20. Was that 2010? Yeah, my G8 was like 2 years old, 3 years old when I bought it, and there was nothing. There was an APS twin turbo kit, but man, those kits were super expensive. Oh hey, all right, I will get back to that. All right, thanks, Ramal. I got your message. I'll reply after this video is over. So, but yeah, like I was saying, back in the day, there weren't many turbo kits for the SS or the G8 stuff, and now that these cars are dead, the Holden's gone. It's cool seeing people still making kits and parts for them, like hoods, trunks, turbos, and all that stuff. So, but like I was saying about turbos, is just back in the day, unless you knew how to weld all that stuff up yourself, turbo kits were like $10,000, and I think Kaz's kit is about the same price as an LSA, so that's not bad. So plus, turbos are cool because boost by gear, just the technology has gotten so much better in the last few years than it was, say, 10 years ago. But yes, that's about my knowledge for turbos, is besides on the diesel stuff. But anyway, wow, we've already been out here for 20 minutes. Dang. Ramal, you got any more questions on your LS2? Let me get a drink real quick. Hey, Mike, are you still in the Carolinas? I'm not sure where you're from. I think you might be in Raleigh. I could be wrong about that. Oh, Oregon. Damn. That's that's way on the other coast. Well, that's cool. This must be so if it's what 7 here, it's like 4 o'clock your time local. I visited Oregon last year. We were out in uh, what was the name of that volcano? There's a deep lake. I've already forgotten the name of it. Um, we flew out of Oregon. Medford. Yeah, I think it was Medford and Crater Lake State Park. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, Crater Lake. We spent some time out there, and this was in June, and Crater Lake was still closed. You could only go like about a fourth of the way around it because of snow and stuff. I think Yosemite and Northern California and Southern Oregon just had a bunch of snow that like late spring, and yeah, the roads were still closed to go all the way around the lake. And actually, there's like an island in the middle of the lake. That tour was closed. They weren't doing the boat tour stuff. So Oregon's cool. Oh, you know how it is. You plan things, you go, and oh hey, I was just yeah. So, but what else do we do in Oregon? Oh, that crazy guy's out there, the Mopar guy. Um, Graveyard Cars. I can't think of the guy's name. But Graveyard Cars is the name of his TV show on Velocity, Motor Trend, whatever the hell they're called now. Yeah, we were in his town, but we didn't stop. I'm like, yeah, no. I don't even know if they do tours or anything over there. Some shops do, but ooh, we had 3 people, now we're down to 2. So anyway, if you guys have any more questions, keep commenting. But I just want to try out this Friday thing live. I've only done this once or twice in the past, and usually it's been kind of entertaining. And so far, this has been the longest one that we've done. And I can't say I'm a knowledge source on everything, but I think I've been around these cars long enough to where I could give decent advice if you guys got questions, um, and all that good stuff. So, but I guess we could kind of cover project updates. I meant to cover that like 20 minutes ago, but it's all right. Uh, let's go here. All right, so you guys can see SS. The car was not running. We've got a couple videos on the SS. There will be holding stuff back on the channel within the next week or two. Lexus, well, we're all stuck at home because of the quarantine, so nothing new there. Corvette, you guys actually will have just seen the dyno video. Well, actually, it wasn't a dyno video, but the dyno results. Where the hell's the sheet? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find the dyno sheet, and I don't know where it is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I kind of showed this in the last video, but I didn't show too much of it. So with the new mods in the Corvette, we hit 705 rear wheel horsepower, and the torque was 671. And sorry, I just dropped it. The previous last year, actually, when was this? Well, there's no date on it. Previous was a 646 and 629. So it's kind of the dyno updates. And if you guys can see, previously we were at 595, 646, and the other sheet we're at 705. So wow. So yeah, the Corvette updates. We covered the Corvette stuff. Man, this car's been on the channel for basically since the beginning. Actually, the kind of the car that launched the channel was the SS. That was the LSA swap that we did. God, was that 3 or 4 years ago? Something like that. I'm not super sure, but besides drag racing and that stuff, the car's kind of been sitting for a while. It was dead. But like I said, we're going to be going back to that car very shortly. Maybe not this week, but I think the following week we'll start the Holden videos. But yeah, the Corvette is done and tuned. Thankfully, we got that all knocked out before this global issue happened. And some shops are closing, some are still open, just depending on, I think, local rules and whatnot. But yeah, so we had that tuned and it's good. And I'll say this: if you guys are driving around a car that you've not had tuned, go get it tuned. Like, it is night and day difference on how bad that car was running before I had Alvin at PCM retune it, and just it runs so much better. Like, it's just amazing at how much different it was. Like, even though we only changed like a pulley, the intake plenum on the blower, and the intake, the car was running so piss poorly that we didn't realize how bad it was running. But now, just it being tuned, it's driving so much better. So, but Corvette updates kind of cover. Oh, I never really went to it, but we'll be doing Corvette updates eventually. I think we're going to focus on the SS back here for a while, like I was saying. We'll have that for a few videos. It might actually be longer than that. If you guys watched the Friday Corvette video, when was that? That was several weeks ago. I'm having a real bad issue with the car. The rear drive shaft is shaking. I had a drive shaft go bad on my truck, so I kind of know what that feeling is. It's like when you're at speed and the rear end's just kind of like vibrating real bad. Well, I didn't mean to shake the camera, but yeah, it's kind of vibrating like that. The SS is doing the same thing. So I don't know if it chucked a wheel weight, not a wheel weight. I don't know if it chucked the balance on the drive shaft. I don't know if the bolts backed out, because we had this car apart just about a year ago, putting in the ZL1 torque converter, putting in the what else would you transcooler, torque converter. Yeah, that's about it really. And then we got the transmission retuned. Maybe one of those bolts backed out either on the converter or the drive shaft itself. But yeah, the car had real bad vibrations at speed. So we'll need to look into that. That's kind of the next project. And the unfortunate thing is on the SS is that to work on anything on the drive shaft, you got to remove the exhaust. There's a huge heat shield that you got to remove. And so that's kind of next what's coming up for the SS. The truck, which is outside, not much on the truck. We've got a couple things going on, but that's just kind of the daily driver. Well, now that we're driving anywhere, recently, because we're under quarantine and North Carolina shut down. We've been shut down for 2 weeks, but the governor actually shut down like everything this week, Monday. So basically, don't leave the house. Only go out for food, gas. Don't travel or work. I am a essential worker, so we've been working this entire time, and I'll be honest, guys, I've been working more hours now under quarantine than I have in the last 6 or 7 weeks. I don't know, a lot of nights and weekends, and my personal time's been limited. That's why I haven't done a lot of Friday videos. Well, we've had a couple, but I've just been working a ton of hours due to this, issue going on with the health stuff. So, but anyway, I think we covered the SS, we covered the Corvette, the truck. The truck will most likely just be maintenance stuff. I kind of want to do a new front bumper, but kind of with this global health issue going on, it almost doesn't make sense to spend money, big money. So kind of the truck's like, yeah, no. So, but anyway, so maintenance stuff on the truck. We do have shop updates coming. You guys, if you've seen in the background, I've panned past it several times. So yeah, shop updates coming and stuff like that. So, but I don't know who's still online. Unfortunately, it doesn't list who's still online. Let's see, what's that? But all right. Well, we've been out here for 30 minutes. The one person that's still in the chat, do you have any questions? I'm not sure who's online, whether it's Mike or Ramallah, King Ramallah. Let me put you back down because this camera setup is heavy. Even blocking the light doesn't really help. But anyway, so if you guys are catching this video after the fact that, we've been talking with people, we'll do this a couple more times. I will not be able to do this next Friday because I already know I have to work. And I'm probably working until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So maybe we do a weekend sometime next weekend. I seem to get a lot of positive feedback on an Instagram post that I made, and I did kind of the YouTube announcement post, kind of their social media post. We did that, and so we'll try to schedule another one of these. But yeah, I got a lot of feedback on Facebook, not Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube post. So I guess we'll do this again. Before we go, the two people that are on, do you guys have anything you want to go over? We can, questions, whatever. Take a drink. All right. Well, one more chance. See, another person just joined. Does anyone have any questions that we want to go over? It could be anything related: cars, projects, life. Well, maybe some life. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer your questions. Where is... So the last comment was at 7:27 Eastern. So it was almost 10 minutes ago. All right, guys, we'll give you a couple more seconds, or not a couple seconds. Give you another minute. If you guys have any questions, we'll try to answer them. But Mike, good luck on your turbo project on the G8. That should be awesome. If you're sharing on Facebook or whatever, make sure you tag me. I make enough stupid posts on the Pontiac G8 board. You should know who I am. Not the G8 board, the Pontiac G8 owners group on Facebook. I leave enough comments on there. You should see me. And yeah. As for Ramallah, King Ramallah, I will reply to your PM, your Instagram message when we end this. So, all right, guys, thanks for the tuning in. I liked answering your questions. We'll do this again soon, and I might give like a longer notification. I kind of posted last night real late Eastern. I think it was midnight Eastern, and like I said, we got some decent feedback on it, and we'll go from there. If you guys have any tips or tricks on this whole going live thing, any recommendation, any comments, whatever, leave your comments down below. I will read them, and we should be good. So thanks, guys. Have a great one.